On Taylor Swift's new album, there's a song called Ruin the Friendship, which if you've listened to it, you know it's gut-wrenching. If you've been around for a long time, then you already know the story to Jeff Lang, but if you haven't, this is the backstory.
Jeff Lang's mother is reacting to Taylor Swift's song Ruin the Friendship, which is widely believed to be about her late friend.
You are one of the most successful entrepreneurs in the beauty space. What have you learned from Taylor, and what do you think you've taught her about business?
I'm not sure what I would say I've done for her other than been there as a friend, but one thing that stuck out to me.
This is a Taylor Swift news alert you don't want to miss. Check out everything that happened recently in this video.
On Taylor Swift's new album, there's a song called Ruin the Friendship, which if you've listened to it, you know it's gut-wrenching. If you've been around for a long time, then you already know the story to Jeff Lang, but if you haven't, this is the backstory. Taylor Swift grew up in Pennsylvania and moved to Tennessee at the age of 14 when she signed on with RCA Records. There, she befriended a girl named Abigail, who's still one of her closest friends to this day. Taylor wrote a song about Abigail on her Fearless album called 15. When this album dropped, Abigail showed her support on her Instagram stories, but I digress. Taylor Swift was also close to Jeff Lang in high school, who the song Ruin the Friendship is about. Now in 2006, Taylor Swift was about to come out with her debut album and go on tour, so at this point she actually left high school and started taking online classes. As she stayed close with her friends, kept in touch, she would see them every now and again, and then we fast forward to 2010. This is when she attended the BMI Country Awards, and when she won an award, she got on stage and gave her acceptance speech. She said, "Yesterday, I sang at a funeral of one of my best friends. He was 21, and I used to play my songs for him first, so I would like to thank Jeff Lang." A few days before his passing, Taylor Swift had actually just released Speak Now, and the album that came after that was Red, and there was a song that was supposed to be on the album that never made the cut that we got as a vault track in 2021 called Forever Winter. If you're wondering, well, how did Jeff pass away at the age of 21? This song really goes there. He sings about someone struggling silently and her guilt for not noticing the signs. Now, I have never seen an obituary or anything that's actually confirming this, but everybody on the internet has always said he was someone that was struggling with depression and died of an overdose. If you look at this song as well as Forever Winter, you notice the common theme of Taylor singing about the fact that she wished she could have done more, said more, loved more. Obviously, you don't realize that when you're first listening to Ruin the Friendship until you get to the part where Abigail calls her. This is what I love about Taylor's writing, is that her music is not just poppy, it's not just love songs, it's not just heartbreak, but you also get life stories as well.
Yesterday, I sang at the funeral of one of my best friends, and he was 21, and I used to play my songs for him first. So I would like to thank Jeff Lang. And
Jeff Lang's mother is reacting to Taylor Swift's song Ruin the Friendship, which is widely believed to be about her late friend. Pictured above with Taylor Swift is Jeff Lang, her friend from high school who sadly passed away. In the song Ruin the Friendship, Taylor sings about regretting not sharing her feelings for a friend from high school before they passed away. And now Jeff's mother, Susan, is reacting to the song. She spoke with the Tennessean and shared that she immediately knew Ruin the Friendship was about her son, Jeff. And according to the outlet, she actually has this picture of Taylor and Jeff framed inside of her house. Susan says that Taylor and Jeff were great friends and that anytime Taylor wrote a song, he would be the first to hear it. Susan says that when she first heard the song Ruin the Friendship, it brought back happy memories and a flood of emotions. Her first thought was that she wished she could contact Taylor Swift to thank her for the song. Susan is happy that after all this time, Taylor hasn't forgotten about him and she's keeping his name alive. In the song Ruin the Friendship, Taylor sings about having stronger feelings for her friend, Jeff. But Jeff's mom tells the Tennessean that she wasn't sure if her son had the same feelings for Taylor. But she says they were really good friends, and that's rare these days. They hung out at Taylor's house a lot, and they were always joking around with each other. Jeff and Taylor eventually drifted apart as Taylor went on to pursue her music career. And in Ruin the Friendship, she sings about Abigail calling her with the bad news that Jeff had passed away. I get emotional every single time I listen to this song, and it is so sweet that Jeff's mom loves it and appreciates it as much as we do. Let me know your thoughts and follow me for more.
Taylor Swift has just broken a ton of business records with her recent album, The Life of a Showgirl.
Yeah.
You are one of the most successful entrepreneurs in the beauty space. What have you learned from Taylor, and what do you think you've taught her about business?
She's she's one of the most brilliant people I've ever met. She is very strong in her lane, and she gives great advice all the time. I'm not sure what I would say I've done for her other than been there as a friend. But one thing that stuck out to me, and I'll always remember it, but she said, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. And that's that's why I surround myself with really incredible people there's no dumb questions. You have to learn and not be afraid of all the things that you might lose out on.
Yeah. Well, in 2022, you revealed that you now own all of your masters. Why was that important to you, and how did that come about?
It was actually Ola Håkansson from my record company that I was signed to. It was an independent label in Sweden, and they had licensed my music to Sony, essentially. And he felt like it's time for him to move on. Okay. And this was like during the whole Taylor Swift situation, and he was like, I don't want that to happen. I don't want to be that person. Do you want your music? Do you want to own it? And I was like, absolutely. With the help of my manager, Roger Ames, and a bunch of lawyers. It took a long time to come to the final deal, but I'm so happy about it because I also feel like that have allowed me to be a little bit more on this album, just whatever. Okay, if it completely flops, I'm fine. I got my retirement fund. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? It's such a safety net for me to just feel like I can be more free in my artistic choices.
Yeah, you own your...
Yeah, boss lady.
Taylor's otter shirt is being reprinted, and this time it's for a good cause. Taylor wore this otter shirt in her Fate of Ophelia music video as a nod to Travis Kelce. And Swifties, of course, instantly fell in love, but the problem is this t-shirt is vintage and has not been printed since the 90s. But today, Monterey Bay has finally announced that they are able to reissue the shirt for a good cause. They're calling it the official release party of a t-shirt, and the t-shirt is going towards raising money for the otters at the aquarium. They have very aptly set their goal at 1.3 million because 13, and wrote that they are being very clear to be sustainable with the reprinting of this shirt. And they're using the original artwork as well. The cost of the shirt is $65.13, which is steep, I completely understand, but if you're on the hunt for this shirt, please buy from Monterey Bay because it's a great cause. There's a lot of ads on TikTok, but the only way to support the Monterey Bay conservation efforts is to purchase directly from them. I've put the link for this directly on my Instagram stories, so head there and check it out if you'd like to purchase one of these shirts. And the fact that there's already $500,000 raised made me super happy this morning. Head to my Instagram for the link and let me know if you bought one of these reissued t-shirts.
So Ruin the Friendship is such an incredible, heart-rendering song that completely subverts your expectations at first listen initially. But once it's over, you realize it was a beautiful tribute to a friend lost from Taylor's earlier years as an artist. Shout out to the Swifties for breaking it down for us in this video. And speaking of her earlier years, check out what Taylor's first manager had to say about her in the next video.